This is the shower running with the tub running. I'm just checking we've got sufficient water for the shower and to run the tub. Yeah, pretty well. The hydro tub and the pipe pumps work. Sinks. This is the tub in the guest bathroom. You see here we've got a big gap in the faucet, between the faucet and the wall. It's going to allow water behind the wall. That's got to be fixed. water heater inspection. The vent hood is loose. It's got to be secured, otherwise it'll come away. This is a temperature pressure relief valve. When I do this, it's supposed to release the valve. It doesn't. Valve's jammed. It must be replaced. It's dangerous.
Hello, my name is Craig Ackman with Drop Dead Pest Control. I'm here. I've done the state inspection for 9113 Norman Drive in Plano, Texas 75025. Give you a basic quick rundown of what I found. There are live carpenter ants here. There are conducive conditions for wood destroying insect activity. There has been a previous rodent problem that has been treated and has a treatment in effect. Now, as well as pointing out the bad, I want to point out the good. And I'll have to tell you, the interior of this home is in excellent condition. As far as spiders and general pests concerned, I found a few spiders in the garage area that seem to be non-poisonous. On the other hand, on the exterior of the house, we've got activity of different ants. We've got carpenter ants, we've got odorous house ants, we've got fire ants. If we zoom over here, you see just a little dirt pile of like would be fire ants. It's going to be various throughout the yard. If we come up here to right here, this is where the active carpenter ants are. What I want to show you is that anytime that you have this board here, this line that has come through here, that means that the carpenter ants have excavated this and used it as a home. As you can tell, it's not very well in there and it's eating all through. I'm not going to rip it apart because it's not my job to do that, but there are no live ones in this board at this moment, which kind of made me think that, well, there's been some kind of treatment done before. But if we go a couple more inches over to this area, I found live carpenter ants are on the other side of this pillar, and they're in this pillar and they're also in this bush. So a big thing to do is, we can tell that the homeowner has tried to maintain keeping these bushes cut away from the structure, so we want to give them credit for doing that. Now they're growing to where they're barely touching in a couple areas. There's a tree in this far corner that is touching, and that's how they ended up with the roof rat problem previously. That needs to be cut back further. So as there are live carpenter ants, I've recommended a treatment. I have all this written down on this report. There's a graph on this report showing all this stuff. The other thing that we have at this home is we have a deck that is built at the back of the house. The boards that are running underneath the deck are in contact with the ground. Anytime wood is touching the ground, wood to ground contact is a conducive condition for termite activity as well as carpenter ant activity. That's why you have me out here. Now, staining the wood is actually a treatment or a preventative measure to prevent from termites or carpenter ants from eating it up. There's no real way to tell if the underneath sides of the boards have been stained. I would guess not, as well as the boards that they used as pillars or what have you to hold up the structure, even though it's of sound. And then the joists are going through the middle. There's no way to see that. The deck is above the foundation line, so it's hard to see down in there where there could be termite activity that I was unable to see. That's why I've written that up as an obstructed area that I could not see. I've looked at all the plumbing areas where I can see, but I'm not going to cut holes in the wall to see exactly where the plumbing's coming through the ground. But it looks good from what I can see, from what I've seen in there. I got up in the attic to tell that there had been rodent activity, there had been rodent treatment, and there's still an active rodent treatment going on right now that hasn't been touched. My guess would be that the rodent problem has subsided and there hasn't been a problem from what the signs that I could see up there from the inspection that I've done today. But we do have the active carpenter ants. They're notorious for living in the roots of the bushes. There's also fire ants and odorous house ants and just some general pests all on the outside of the house. Once again, the inside of the house looks excellent, but that is the reason that I've recommended that we do a treatment, because we have activity. We also have an area that the soil up by the barbecue on the back left side of that deck is below the very minimum of the foundation line. So I've written that up as a conducive condition. Just some soil needs to be added. Remarkably, the soil level is really well for the most part of the house. Actually, it's a little bit too high here where we have this problem with the carpenter ants. So that is in the report as well. If you have any questions, feel free to call me. My name is Craig Ackman, 972-359-0803. Thank you.
I've just carried out an inspection of the sewer system under the house. All well and good. Here's the clear out here. The problem is we've only got, as far as I can find, one clear out, and that goes beneath the foundation, which is good. However, there is no clear out, and there should be one situated in this area here that runs down to the city sewer, and that's a real issue. You see, this sewer line can get blocked by roots from these trees, and there's no way of telling. Also, if roots from the trees do get into the line, there's no way of doing a temporary clear, because you can't get into the clear out. See, this clear out is designed for the Aga to go into the house. It curves, and it curves in direction of travel under the house for the line. Another one should curve down and go towards the city down in the road there, and it doesn't. I would highly recommend that you ask the sellers to install a clear out, because otherwise you're going to be in a position in the future where if a plumber comes here, you're going to have to pay for that to be installed yourself. I have some experience of this. I've had to do it myself. I've had to pay for a clear out to be installed where it wasn't there in the first place, in order to fix a plumbing problem which was there before I bought the house. So I wouldn't want it to happen to you guys. This is zone 1. It's the flower beds at the front elevation. Zone 2 is the front yard, right hand elevation. This is zone 3. It's the right hand elevation of the property. There's zone 4. It's the left hand side of the property. And zone 5. This is zone 6, the rear yard.
Excuse me, I have a question if you don't mind. In the recent hailstorms and everything, did you get any affected in this area here?
What do you mean?
Hail, did you have any hail?
No.
No hailstones? That's good. That's
You
good.
mean the one, the hails?
Yeah, yeah, those big hailstones, you didn't have any?
You are English.
I am, yeah. You're not though.
I am, what do you think I am from?
Southern Italy?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow, you
Sicily?
are good. No.
No, not Naples?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I spent some time down in that part of the world.
Really?
Very nice.
Thank you. So, no, we didn't have a hail at all. I mean, like, no.
So
just
far,
a little
never
bit.
had
Yeah.
any.
Nothing.
Never had any. Oh, that's
Positive.
good news. That's good news because it does affect different areas, you know, coming through.
And
Yeah.
also tornadoes. So
Oh,
far-
yeah, well, yeah.
So far,
No
so
big
good.
storms, nothing major. Really.
Well, sometimes we
Ah,
have
big
very
storm,
strong.
but-
Yeah, you get the thunderstorms and everything. We get that,
thunderstorms,
yeah.
that's very good.
Yeah.
But in general, yeah, this area. Oh, I didn't know that. So you mean there are some areas where
Oh yes, around this area, a considerable amount of storm damage. A lot of the roof shingles have been taken off, and a lot of hail damage to the
Yeah,
roofs.
the only time it happened it was 4 years ago. Yeah, it was 4 years ago when we had to redo the fence because
okay, no,
Our-
it
our
was
fence
very
went
strong and
completely
the
down.
Wind.
roads were also old, so we had to redo
yeah,
the
and
fence.
some of the people around us had to redo the roof. The
Yeah.
part of the roof.
Yeah,
Because-
yeah, it does happen.
But in general, I haven't seen too many.
Good, good. Excellent. Well, I'll get on with inspecting the house then. Thank you.
Okay.